Hi, I'm Bear from the Budgetgunnut. Welcome to my first YouTube video. This is going to be a channel designed for reviewing and testing out what I view as value product that's available in the shooting and firearms accessories range. So just trying to hunt out those bargains where you're getting 95% of the performance and functionality of a high ticket item, that you can spend thousands of dollars for, but at 30 to 40% of the cost or less. So I don't believe in paying for a brand name for the sake of it. So this is going to be a channel designed to root out those bargains, find that good kit for you that is reasonably priced but will do 95% of the job or more. So the first bit of kit we're going to be reviewing today is the Kozac mini red dot sight, provided by Kozac for that purpose. So let's get into it and see how it goes. Okay, so this is the Kozac Tactical Self-Regulating Brightness mini red dot sight. Throw it out of the box. Okay, so it's handy to have a bit of a manual. Give you instructions on the parts, mounting it, included accessories, how to zero it, adjusting the windage, bit about point of impact changes at various distances and how to replace the battery. So everything you need. Cool. Cleaning cloth, very nice. We'll no doubt be using that at some stage, getting this girl all dirty. Okay, so we have, oh my god. Okay, when they say mini, they mean mini. She's a small little baby, which is really good if you already have a heavy beast of a rifle like I do. I've got a bull barrel 16-inch AR-15, and I've had some pretty heavy glass on that, and carrying that around the farm is no fun. So I'm sure replacing the big heavy scope on that with this little bad boy will do no end of good for the weight. This is the cover. So on this there's no on-off switch, it's self-regulating. So this little diode down here senses the light that you're in, the ambient light, and it'll self-adjust and just basically crank up the red dot if it's extra bright, turn it down if it's extra dark, and then to turn it off you just place the safety cover on it. Pretty handy. You're not going to run out of batteries, because if you look after your gear like I do, like most of us do, then you are going to put the cover on as you chuck your gun back in its bag, as you're putting it away in the safe. That's going to automatically switch this off, so there's going to be no going out for your next trip and finding that you have left the battery in there, you've left it on power high, and you now have no batteries for your next shoot, hence no scope, and you're not going to have a lot of fun. So the other accessories that are in there, let's just quickly get them out. Okay, Allen keys, beautiful. So, yep. Okay, get her out of her case too, so you can keep looking at it. Yeah, so for $99, from what I can see out of the box, like I said, I'll test that. I don't like those reviews that don't. What I see out of the box, build quality, clarity of the dot, looks pretty good. So, everybody says Porsches and Lamborghinis drive really well. Are we all driving Porsches and Lamborghinis? No. Some of us are driving Nissans. Tell you what, I've got a lot of good Ks out of Nissans. They're a great car. I don't drive a Lamborghini because I can't afford to. So I think that's kind of the idea behind my whole review, is finding gear that is good quality and does the job but doesn't cost the earth, and where you're not just paying for a name. So let's just see if this fits the bill. So as you can see there, the idea behind the red dot gun comes up into your aim quickly, and then some nice quick target acquisition. You just pull it around, you've still got full view of everything around your target. You can pick up multiple targets and just place the target on, bang. New target, bang. So yeah, handy little sight. Okay, so here we are behind the rig. You can see the two red dots. Okay, the one at the bottom is a laser, the one at the top is the Kozac's red dot. Pop that screwdriver in the top there and just adjust. Okay, that is adjusting them apart, so turn to the right and that's going to bring them together there. Couple of turns, boom, one dot. The windage actually looks like it's already set, which yep, should already be centralised for a good rail that's centralised to the bore. That's how easy it was to zero. Okay, so here we are out at the range, out at a mate's farm. I'm sure future archaeologists who dig out here will believe this has been one of the sites of the Great Maori Land Wars with the number of cases and bloody lead they find in the hills. But let's get down to zeroing this thing.
Nine o'clock.
Oh, hi.
4 inches level from the red dot.
I'm going for the top left target.
Oh, you top left target, are you?
I'll try another one.
Okay, yeah, you're basically 12 o'clock on the one, yeah. Same place again, very accurate shooting. So you're basically 1 o'clock, you want to come down 4 inches and go left 2 inches.
Cool. Okay, so we're just going to do some quick target acquisition tests. I'm not a gunslinger, but we'll give it a blast, eh? We might try the steel. No, we won't. Okay, we're back from the range and we're just going to very quickly go through some of the pros and cons of what the testing has drawn out on the Kozac, give you an overall opinion and then close things down. So some of the pros, right off the bat, the size and the weight of this, being so small has made it a real option for reducing the weight on a big heavy gun, AK, thick barrel gun. Makes it an option as a dual optic setup, so having it set off at a 45 degree as a secondary backup optic for close range alongside a long range optic makes it an option for carrying in the bottom of your backpack, pre-zeroed as a backup sight. So this can just sit in there and hibernate with its lid on and hibernate away there. I'd recommend wrapping it in bubble wrap or a blanket if it's going to be in the bottom of a hunting backpack. But yeah, whip that out and pop it on your rifle, and you've got a backup close range hunting sight, when you'll happily shoot out to anywhere between 50 to 200 metres with it on game. The battery life is good. The self-regulation is going to lengthen that battery life. It's going to stop you leaving it switched on. And the batteries are readily available quite cheaply. You can pick them up for as cheaply as 30 cents each, or $5 for a brand name one out at the supermarket. You might get a little bit more battery life out of. The self-adjustment was another pro. I used it in a variety of light conditions, so twilight, bright sunlight, overcast day, and fiddled around with it night time around at home, just checking out how it took the light conditions, and it performed there well. You are obviously getting the red dot quick target acquisition, which is going to make it great for close range hunting or plinking. Just great fun for just whipping up quickly, grabbing a target and being able to focus on multiple targets quickly. Scopes don't perform very well there. Finally, the price is a huge bonus here. $99 isn't a lot to drop on a quality optic, and this one is holding up and as you'd hope is doing sort of 95% of the job of an optic that you could pay anywhere up to $1,200 to $1,400 for a brand name Aimpoint or EOTech red dot. That makes this an option for buying as a testing. So just while you're saving up for one of those optics, you may like to try out whether a red dot is actually what you want on your rifle. So buy this, have a test, and you've only lost $100, not $1,400 for one of the brand name ones. And as I said, it makes it feasible. That price makes it feasible as a backup scope to just have sitting in the backpack for a rainy day where something's gone wrong with your optic. So moving on to the cons of the sight through the testing. We mentioned before the self-regulation. So in really dark conditions, close to complete darkness, the sight will think that you have popped this on it and it will power off. But should you be shooting your firearm in extremely low light conditions where you can't identify your target, no, you shouldn't. So that's not a huge con. I did find in my testing that the zeroing process took a little longer than I'd hoped. I will be uploading a video, couldn't fit it in with this review just for size constraints on YouTube, but I'll be loading up a separate video just to give you some tips and pointers on the best way to zero this. Once it's zeroed, and it's good for anywhere between 50, if you're zeroing it for there, 50 to 200 metres, as you saw when we were using it. So it's not going to be something that'll bug you every day with the sight. It's a one-off when you first do it. Follow my tips, take a little bit of time, and you'll zero it properly, and that'll be the end of your worry about it. I did also notice during the use that there is a slight amount of dot movement as you move your head or your perspective. Some of your top shelf brand name sites won't do that. Some of them will, and it can affect your accuracy if you haven't got your head lined up correctly with the sight. I found in normal use that the movement didn't actually affect any of the accuracy, so the sight was perfectly accurate, as I was showing you, anywhere between 50 to 200 metres. So I was pretty happy with the accuracy. I don't think that dot shift will affect things too greatly. So overall impressions of the sight, it was a heck of a lot of fun to test. I will be using it, continuing to use it. And yeah, it's a lot of fun and a lot of kit for the price. So this is a good find. Thanks very much for watching the review. It's the first one. They will get a little easier to watch. If you found this useful, please hit like and please hit subscribe. Doesn't cost you much, but it'll help me out a great deal. Thanks for that, guys. Catch you next time.